If you travel a little bit up the coast of California, you will come to a beautiful town called Ventura. There you will see many interesting things, including one of the missions, one of the oldest structures in the state. Another very interesting structure there is perched high up on a hill with a wonderful view of the city and of the sea. This is the Ventura City Hall, built in 1912, not as the City Hall, but originally as the county courthouse. Even if you have never been there before, you will find that the place is somehow strangely familiar, because in 1921, a talented young lawyer began practicing there. His name was Earl Stanley Gardner. He was not only a lawyer, but a writer as well, and later he used detailed descriptions of this courthouse in his books. The television series he created also copied the building's main courtroom exactly for its stage set. In 1933, Gardner published the first of over 80 books featuring a fictional defense attorney known as Perry Mason. This Ventura courthouse was Perry Mason's courthouse. Many of us grew up reading and watching Perry Mason, and we knew so well the characters. There was the savvy secretary, Della Street, the dapper private investigator, Paul Drake, the nemesis, Hamilton Berger, district attorney. Earl Stanley Gardner was one of the best-selling authors of all time, and the television series was the longest-running lawyer series ever. Night after night we would sit in suspense, knowing that Perry Mason's client was innocent of the murder, but wondering how he would ever be able to prove it. Witness after witness was called, and it often looked very bad for the accused. But Perry Mason always came through, usually by implicating another character who suddenly broke down and confessed. "I did it!" screamed somebody from the back of the courthouse. "And I'm glad I did it." And the case was over. The good were rewarded and the bad punished. And as Oscar Wilde tells us, that is what fiction is all about. Have you ever been called to the witness stand? How terrifying that must be. So much hangs on what we say there. All of us have been called to the witness stand. We are called every day to witness to so many things in life. As a Holocaust survivor, Elie Wiesel has written, "For the dead and the living, we must bear witness." Jesus himself calls upon us today, just before his ascension into heaven, calls upon us to take the witness stand. With his final words here on earth, he says, "You will be my witnesses in Jerusalem, throughout Judea and Samaria, and to the ends of the earth." All of us are called upon to witness the Christ. As Pope Francis tells us, despite the slowness, the infidelity, the errors and sins, the Church, trust me, has no other meaning and goal but to live and witness Jesus. What have I witnessed? And what have I witnessed to? There is a big difference, between seeing and witnessing. How many people have seen things, but have remained unmoved by what they saw, unwilling to bear witness to them in any way? Sometimes you have to close your eyes in order to see and weep. And sometimes your tears are the silent, eloquent witness you bear. As the French cardinal during the Second World War, Cardinal Suard, said, "To be a witness does not consist in engaging in propaganda, nor even in stirring people up, but in being a living mystery. It means to live in such a way that one's life would not make sense if God did not exist." As a human being, I am witness to so much, and I am called to the witness stand every day, called to witness to the wonders I have seen, called to witness to the marvels I have been treated to. I am called upon to witness to the goodness and beauty and love that continue to surround me and amaze me. I am called up to witness to God. But the prosecution also calls me to take the stand, to take a stand. I am called upon to break the approved politically correct protocol and spontaneously point out the injustices that also surround me. I am called upon to witness to the hatred, the suffering, the sorrow afflicting this planet. Called upon to stop pretending I don't notice it. Called upon to call it what it is. The prosecution, as well as the defense, has called me as the star witness. My testimony is what makes or breaks the trial, perhaps for many, and certainly for me. I may witness to all this in preaching a homily. Another person witnesses by writing a poem, or painting a picture, or singing a song. Another by telling a story to their children, or by teaching the children of others. Still another by making a home, or building a road, or planting a garden, or making the world cleaner and more beautiful. We are all called upon to witness to what we know, to what we have seen and lived. Each witness takes the stand in a little different way. No one can take our place there, for there is no other who has had the same experience of God that you have had. Nor is there any other who has had the same experience of sorrow. The testimony that each of us gives adds to humanity's understanding of the whole, and yours may well speak to someone's heart in a way that mine cannot. Everything that comes our way, the good and the bad, the just and the unjust, the attractive and the abhorrent, is a personal call to you and to me to take the witness stand. Everything a resounding echo of the final words of the Christ, expressed as a powerful and very personal plea to the heart of each of us. You and you and you will be a witness of my love, my star witness, to the ends of the earth, to the depths of the soul.